Hi guys, welcome to the channel. ඉතින් අද බෙල්ජියම් අපේ 6 වෙනි දවස. ෆ්‍රයිඩේ අද ලෙක්චර්ස් තියෙන අන්තිම දවස අද අපේ බෙල්ජියම්ේ තෝමස් මෝ යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ අපි ආපු කෝස් එක ඉවර වෙනවා. ඉතින් යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ අරගෙන මම ඉන්නේ. ගිහලා බලන්න අද මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා.
About Fatima and her story. So, who is Fatima? Fatima is a woman of 36 years old. She just moved from Brazil to Belgium around like 6 months ago. So she is adapted.
Okay. And I'm Brownie. Sorry I couldn't see this, so consider a mistake.
About ways how to reduce barriers. So a big question mark. How can we do it? Where can we do it? What can we do it? And in this question mark, we are going to solve it. So all the
Plaza was known as a really important market. And as you know, here in Belgium, the brands is a thing, right? So they started selling things inside the Filipino museum.
So, due to our project group is going towards people, we decided to
I mean, what is this? How am I supposed to understand this? And I hope I don't go over our budget. What if we spend too much? What if we cheat us? Forget the business. Anything happens.
Okay, so here that problem begins. So, like even we can't able to reach, and then since we are educated, we can calculate, but people can't calculate, and people can't make shopping list every year.
ඉතින් ඔන්න විදිහට තමයි අපේ යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එක ඉවර වුණේ. ඉතින් අපි සෙට් එක යන්න හදන්නේ ඇන්ට්වර්ප් වල චොකලට් නේෂන් කියන චොකලට් මියුසියම් එකට. ඒක තමයි බෙල්ජියන් චොකලට් ලොකුම මියුසියම් එක. මගේ පිටිපස්සෙන් තියෙන්නේ චොකලට් නේෂන් එක. අපි ඒකට යන්න කලින් අපි ආවා ඇන්ට්වර්ප් බාර්න්ස් එක පැත්තට. හරි මස්සයි මම පෙන්නන්න ඕගලන්ට. තුළට යන්න කලින් බෑග්ස් ටික දැම්ම ලොකස් වලට. චොකලට් නේෂන් මියුසියම් එක බලන ටිකට් එකක් ගන්නවා. ටිකට් එක ඉස්සර වලට ඒගොල්ලෝ 18:50කට ඔෆර් කරනවා. එහෙනම් මේකත් එක්ක ඒගොල්ලෝ ඕඩියෝ ගයිඩ් එකක් දෙනවා. මෙන්න මේ විදිහට ඒක ප්‍රෙස් කරලා ස්කෑන් කරලා ප්‍රෙස් කරන් තියන්නේ ඒකේ ඔඩියෝ ගයිඩ් එක ඔඩියෝ කැස් වෙනවා. ඉතින් අපි එන ඇතුළට බලන්න. cocoa.
Has travelled thousands of miles before arriving in Belgium. This journey starts on the plantation. Once the pods are ripe, it's time to harvest. The pods are harvested one by one using machetes. Once they have been collected in large baskets, the farmers remove the cocoa beans from the pods. This is really exacting work. Next, the beans and the pulp are covered with banana leaves so they can ferment. The fermentation process gives the beans their flavour and aroma, strips them of their white layer, and gives them a light brown colour. After 6 days, the beans are taken out from under the banana leaves. They're spread across large tables on the farm so they can dry under the tropical sun. Living in Belgium, this journey starts on the plantation. Once the pods are ripe, it's time to harvest. The pods are harvested once they have been collected in large baskets. The farmers remove the cocoa beans from the pods. This is really exacting work. Next, the beans and pulp are covered with banana leaves so they can ferment. The fermentation process gives the beans their flavour and aroma, strips them of their white layer, and gives them a light brown with the largest cocoa storage capacity in the world. Millions of beans arrive in this port every year, and the ship alone contains about 7.5 million. To produce tasty chocolate. I can clearly explain to you step by step how this process works here in Belgium. After a final check by the beanologist, the beans are put into the machines and the production begins. Let's move further down to the production facility to have a better look, shall we? is produced in Belgium. Belgian chocolate is transported in heated trucks to chocolate shops and producers in Belgium and abroad. Small house of share. Just peep through the windows of the houses on this street. You'll see chocolate now shared for all sorts of occasions. As a treat, to celebrate a special event, as a gift, or as a chocolate corner. Chocolate is something which connects us all. Feel free to have a wander around and keep your eye on the restaurant.
Attention. Ah. Tadam. Hop. Oh non. Attention. Ah. Tadam. Hop. Oh non.
These chocolate truffles sold like the proverbial hotcakes during the winter months. For the young couple, a more sorry addition to their range. They found it in the form of their famous seafood shrimp chocolates. Guy came up with the recipe. In Brussels, they started working together on their shared passion, chocolate. Jean experimented in his grandfather's chocolate shop and single-handedly put Belgium on the map in 1912 when he invented the chocolate praline. Louise also secured her place in chocolate history when, in 1950, she designed the iconic packaging that protected the local praline more efficiently and presented it with more style, the Valentine box. Jr. made history on the shop in Brussels. He conceived of and developed the famous Belgian and beyond, who started creating their own varieties. Sweets around, chocolate tops, sweet caramel toffees, camembert. The original recipe has been around since 1934 and has never forever underneath the aluminium layer with the So, Cantor's signature product doesn't just taste delicious, it brings good luck as well.
Antwerp Belgium.